come spend the day with me. I got a few errands to run, and I'm gonna start by doing my makeup. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. So, I've been taking vocal lessons since like end of January, and in 7 days is my second live show ever with our band. And like I normally don't get nervous until like, at least last time I didn't get nervous until like the week of, and I'm starting to get nervous. But the main thing I'm nervous about is forgetting the lyrics, and that happened to me in my first show. And you know, I was singing Scar Tissue by Red Hot Chili Peppers, and I messed up a little bit. But I recovered quickly. I recovered really easily, and it was fine. Like, no one cared, but I cared. So now I'm like, this week I'm gonna hone in on, because now I'm in two bands actually. I've joined a second band since that, because my teacher asked me to join because the other band lost vocalists. So I joined their band mid-season, so I had to learn. I'm singing more songs in that band. And this week I'm gonna focus on honing in on all that, on the lyrics. I'm gonna, my vocal teacher suggested singing the songs without music, without anything. So I'm gonna do that. That's what I'm gonna practice this week. And I'm also gonna fall asleep with the songs, because that helped. That helped me learn the new songs faster. And I'm gonna keep doing that because I really like inundating my subconscious mind with the songs and the music that I'm learning, so that won't happen again. But even if I mess up, I'll be fine. Like, it happens. It's part of the learning process. Like, I took it as an initiation last time. I was like, it was my initiation as my first live show ever, but still nervous. But the only way I can really overcome it is by just continuing to show up for myself, continuing to do what I love to do. So that's what I'm going to keep doing. And my bandmates, everyone is really, really supportive and really, really encouraging. And I'm sure if I do fuck up the lyrics, they'll be still supportive as hell. So, I'm definitely gonna discontinue one of the bands moving on forward for the next season. But I got this. So I gotta run a few errands. I gotta go to the post office, which is just a few blocks away. So I'm just gonna walk. I haven't been receiving mail for like 2 weeks, not even junk mail, and I always get junk mail. And my sister tried sending me something, and I'm expecting some important things in the mail, so I want to stop by and be like, what's going on? And then I'm gonna go for a walk at the lake, and my cat has a vet appointment today too, so she's not gonna like that very much, but we'll see. I've also been working on a song, and I'm gonna bring it up to my vocal teacher on Thursday. So I have the lyrics, I just have to work on the melody. And so I'm gonna probably mess with my keyboard a bit today, which I've left it abandoned for a while. So gonna revisit an old friend as well. And I feel the need to say, to me, self-improvement isn't finding what's wrong with me and fixing it, because there's always something, like, not necessarily saying there's something wrong with me, but it's more like, okay, I have goals I want to achieve that I used to think I couldn't, and started examining that. Why don't I think I can do those things? And then doing the work to help me start believing that I can achieve those things. And that's what's gotten me here, which is taking a long time because, you know, my healing journey started in 2021 and we're in 2026, and I just started my singing lessons in January. So it's taken a lot of inner work to get to the point where I even feel like I can actually do this and pursue, you know, better my voice, better my singing voice, and just make music. Doesn't necessarily mean I'm not necessarily aiming for fame. I'm just aiming to get to do what I love to do, which is music, singing it, creating it, that kind of stuff. The rest is like almost like a side effect of it, you know. I don't care either way. But yeah, I don't know. Just for those that say self-healing is like you're saying there's something wrong with you, like, no, there's nothing wrong with anyone. It's just, you know, what is keeping us from achieving what we want to achieve? And just going within and examining that. And for me, that's what I've been doing, examining that, why I think that way, what conditioned me to think that way, and that led me to notice the patterns that I was having, the things that I still hadn't healed that were still affecting my decision, my perception of myself. And so that's what I've been shifting, is how I perceive myself, and, you know, letting go of those beliefs and stuff that kept me from thinking that I couldn't do it, or that, you know, that kind of stuff. And like I sort of mentioned before too, what led me to start the process of going within was losing my husband to COVID in 2020. And that essentially made me have an identity crisis of like, who am I? Because to me, my husband was my entire world. And when he died, that version of me as Ricky's wife died with him. And I had a really hard time dealing with that. And I fell into a really deep depression. I wanted to die with him. I wanted to join him for a long time. And I couldn't even get out of bed. The only energy I had was getting out of bed to feed my pets, because I would never let them go hungry. But for me, I was like, hey, I don't care if I waste away here in bed. Like, I don't care. You know, my purpose for living is gone, so why not join him? You know, and thankfully I got out of that with therapy, with, you know, my support system was really good. I was on medication at the time for depression and anxiety, and that helped too. And then I started creating new habits to become this new version of me. Looks like this is just gonna be a get ready with me, and then I'll post the rest in another video, but we're all done. I just gotta get dressed and head out.